All right, Dontae. How excited are you about being back for 2025? I mean, you were the starter last year on paper. Game 2, injury happens. What does it mean to get back and ready to go this year?
Like in an emotional standpoint, it really means a lot because me being on the sidelines and stuff and not being able to play with my brothers, like, it's really affected me in some type of way. Like I was just sometimes I should really be mentally depressed just from not playing. But for me coming back this season, it's like it's gonna be the best season for me personally, and I just can't wait to prove everybody wrong. And I'm gonna be the number one back in the MAC, and that is guaranteed gonna happen.
When you think back to last year, had a big game in the opener, then get to return to the state you grew up in, be part of all that stuff. How hard was it to go down at Washington?
It was really hard for me just my family too because I know everybody was like so excited to see me play for the first time in my city, and it really meant a lot to me. And that was gonna be the biggest game of my career. Cause I've been waiting to play against University of Washington or play in Washington my whole life in the higher FBS level, and so yeah, man, like it kind of like tore me apart. Cause I feel like I let myself down and I let my family down, but I still didn't let that really get to me.
Do you remember the moment it happened?
Yeah, I remember the moment it happened. It happened at the end of the second quarter, like a minute left. I ran Atlanta inside zone, boom, and then I was in a pile. And then for some reason I looked to the right, and I seen the play happen where how my knee wasn't on the ground, but my lower leg was, and so I seen it. I felt the crack, I seen the pop, and I just knew it wasn't like the right move. So yeah, and once I got up, it didn't feel right at all. So I just knew I was going to be out for the season.
When you look back at what DMAC and what Steven and both teams have been able to do to get you back healthy and ready, how appreciative of them are you?
I'm very much appreciative because with DMAC, there's sometimes I really have to talk to him about how I've been feeling because during this training time, like there's most days I have really been emotional and sometimes I've really been crying because like I felt like my ankle wasn't gonna get better, but it's really just DMAC just told me I gotta just keep working, keep putting in the extra time with PT and everything, and so ever since I've been doing that, everything's been going so well, and I really want to appreciate Steven for looking out for me for real, and just the medical staff because without them I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and so I really want to thank them for everything they've done for me.
You paid your dues. You've been able to now get this opportunity back and start. It's not something that, again, when you transfer from an FCS school and wait in the wings, what does it now mean for you to finally grab the bull by the horns and go with it?
It just really, I'm so excited, like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've always been wanting to play in the FBS level, you know what I'm saying? And so that's been my dream since I was a kid, but finally be able to be at this stage is most important to me because I'm gonna take I ain't gonna take everything for granted, but just know I'm gonna cherish the moments, you know, and especially it's my last year and everything too. So every time I get the ball, I'm gonna run hard every single time, just like it's my last game.
For a guy that was from Seattle, how did you end up at Weber State?
So I ended up at Weber State because before I committed to Weber State, I had other offers. Like I had Utah, Oregon, really all the Pac-12. But you know, sometimes recruiting doesn't go your way sometimes. But Weber State showed me more interest in everything, and I went on a visit there, and I felt like it was family, and I felt like it was the right move to make. And 4 years, I started all 4 years. I was freshman All-American, co-freshman of the year. I led seventh in the nation for yards per carry, you know. So me playing the SBS level low-key made my name I am today.
And then how'd you get to Eastern? Well, I mean, did you even know where Ypsilanti, Michigan was?
No, sir. Nah, I didn't. But how Eastern was, it was really Coach Reed and Coach Creighton. God, I just remember because Coach Reed hitting me up on Twitter and everything, just telling me how, like, you know, just how I'm doing and everything, just who I am as a person, just getting to me where I come from, you know, and just I remember Coach Creighton called me. He was so excited because I'm from Washington, and Washington's not really a football state. It's really a basketball state. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad that they see me for what my talent is and be able to use it on the field.
When you look at the person you've become in terms of your college experience, how thankful are you for this journey?
I'm very thankful, man. 7 years playing college football really turned me into the man I am in today, and it really just helped me, like, basically live on my own, you know, and just really trying to understand what my purposes of life is after football. And so that's what I really can say about just the morning lifts and everything. It just taught me how to really be hard work and handle adversity in a respectful manner.
When you talk about what that experience is that you've learned and you know you want to do post-football, what is it that you expect? I mean, we want the NFL, we want all that, but what is it that you expect to and want to do once those playing days are over?
That's something, honestly, that's something I got to really figure out on my own, because I'm like, me being in the situation again, it has opened my eyes even more to really figure out what I got to do, because like you said, football's not going to be there forever. You know what I'm saying? Football's my life, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? But that's something I got to figure out on my own, and I just feel like God's going to help me throughout that way.
When you were on the sidelines last year and you got to witness the game from a different perspective by not playing, does it give you a little bit different appreciation for your coaches now from being on the sideline?
I mean, yeah, because honestly, like, they would always feel some type of way when I got hurt. You know, I just started running back and everything, and so I felt like it was different. You know, I wasn't on the field, and so they wasn't seeing me making plays as I should. And just for me, prospectively, like, being on the sidelines too, like, a lot of things didn't go our way, like how the season was. And so, but yeah, that's what I think about it.
Offensive line will be a lot of new faces, but they're guys that are going to change the offensive mindset. You're going to do a lot more zone. How do you think this benefits your style a little bit more?
Honestly, I trust in my line, man. Them cats be working, man. Like, and I appreciate and I love the heck out of them, because after every live, I always see them getting extra work in, just understanding their assignments of pass blocking, run blocking, and that's the small things really matter. And that basically showed me from them that they're going to be the greatest offensive line in the MAC, and I believe that, you know. And so shout out to my boys, man, for real, keep going. But for me though, honestly, it's gonna be some good plays.
You touched on 7 years of college football. How does it go from being the guy who was the freshman, fresh face, to now you're kind of the grandpa in the room and leading the way? Because if you look at the numbers, I mean, no one's come anywhere close to what you have in games played in that room.
Okay, but honestly, just me being being the oldest is crazy. Yeah, I am getting the oldest, but it makes me. I'm just glad that, like, when I talk to the young guys, I just give them like a certain perspective how I see it, because you know they're just starting to understand how college football works and everything, and I want to give them as much as knowledge I can give them. You know what I'm saying? Because in the running back room, man, like, we all learn in a good way, and so for me, I always want to be there for my brothers, like, you know, in the running back room, just to tell them, like, you know, just not even critique, but like if they feel like they did something wrong, I will help them, because that's what we do as family. We're supposed to help. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to succeed on the field too. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a selfish person, man. I'm not a selfish person. I want to see everybody win. Like, you know, Tavi, everybody on the running back room. So yeah.
Running backs have a tendency to find the end zone a lot. How much practicing or thinking about the end zone celebrations that we do?
I mean, shoot, we need to do more celebrations. Cause I ain't really seen none, but you know, I'm gonna hit something, but I feel like everybody got to hit something when they make a play. So that's my own opinion, for real.
Have you gotten to play yourself in the video game yet?
Oh yeah, of course.
What are we thinking? Did they do yourself okay, or are we?
Yeah, they did myself okay, but it's just like the injury part, it got to me, because it went from 100 to 76. That's like 30. It went down my 30. So you know what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna let that really bother me, for real, because at the end of the day, everybody know everybody knows how I play. So that's all that matters.
Do you have any routines or superstitions that you do before a game?
Before a game, I really just, honestly, I listen to music. You know, I try to listen to some calm music to calm myself down and really just focus on, like, you know, my plays and like who I need to block and all that. You know what I'm saying? But when I get to the crib right here, I listen to M.A. Youngboy. Yeah, it gets me turned up, and then as soon as the game starts, yeah, I'm making plays back to back to back.
Much as you love music, have you ever thought about getting into music a little bit?
Oh no, it's not me.
Not you?
It's not me. But I am looking towards like more of a sports commentary type of thing, because I just love the game too much, and football led me a long way, and so I feel like for me being a sports commentator, it's going to make me very successful, and for my family in the future.
Who's your favorite guy that you listen to on TV right now?
Like in what way? Like athletes?
Yeah, a favorite athlete that you think does a really good job.
Honestly, he not running back though, but like he helps me with motivational. Ray Lewis, like me watching Ray Lewis just over the years, you know, growing up playing football, like he he really teaches like the mental part because everything is mental. Like it can be physical, but everything you do is mental. Like you know what I'm saying? So I really be watching him and his motivational videos, and that helps me like understand like what I need to do on the field or off the field to understand my purpose and what I need to do to be successful in both ways.
Theme of the year being the climb. How have you personalized that theme?
That theme, when I hear about the climb, it makes me like even just it makes me be productive even more. Like for example, like Monday I'll work out and I had a great workout. I even come on hard the next workout because you really can't satisfy yourself with just being average. Like you know what I'm saying. And so I feel like for everybody out there, like when you're doing something that you love, put 100% like it's your last because you just never know what happens. It's life at the end of the day.